I'm Karen Levy McKenna. I'm here with AFSCME Local 2794. I work for the state police and we're here to support a responsible budget. We need a restructuring of the tax system in order to save state jobs.
My name is Aaron Mills. I just wanted to talk about the responsible budget and tax increase, desperate need for tax increase. The state doesn't have the revenue to support programs that are currently being sponsored by the state, and it's definitely a need at this point. We're in a structural deficit crisis in the state of Illinois, and services will not be able to continue under this way. Chicago Area Project.
What kind of crisis is having on you personally? Wow. Transportation and education is one that's we need more funding for the disabled and more rights. It's hard. The disabled, right? It really is.
Kathy Lee. I'm from Lawrence Education Center here in Springfield. We provide GED and adult ed along with ESL and vocational opportunities for adult education.
Can you talk specifically about what this budget crisis has meant for parents?
Well, what has happened is we don't know what's going to happen next year. We don't know whether we'll be even in operation for the rest of the school year. We know that we have a large population of students who come and make that opportunity and that choice here. We have about 630 enrolled students in our program, day and night, and we don't know what will happen if we don't have a budget.
Jessica just graduated. Tell, what has it meant to you, Jessica?
I came to finish. I had a baby and dropped out of school, and it helped me get back on track and finish on time so I could walk with my class.
I don't know. I don't think I would have went back to school if it wasn't for Lawrence.
No, I don't think I would have went back to school.
Like that. I've always been a straight A student, but because of my attendance, I ended up having to drop out, having to try homeschooling, all different means of education, and this is the one I finally found that would work for me because the schedule is a little more reasonable. I enjoy the work, and I'm continuing to get those straight A's that I always have, but at least it's nice to have an outlet that will allow me to attend when I'm able to.
What would have happened if this program didn't exist? Do you think you would have been able to finish?
I wouldn't have. I know I wouldn't have.
We work with supportive housing is housing plus services for folks that have been homeless or have a mental illness in the state, and if we don't get the money that we need, those people will be back on the streets along with all of the newly homeless people that we've created through all the fiscal crisis that we have. So it'll be a devastating to about 8,500 people in the state of Illinois. But we've heard a rumor that we're zeroed out in the budget, upcoming budget. So
if you had a message to deliver directly to your legislator, what would it be?
Do what you need to do to lead the state, make the hard decisions that you're paid to make.
We have 42 teen parents that we serve, in addition to the 600 pre-K.
Exactly what kind of services do you provide?
To the teen parents? We are a prevention initiative program. We do groups in the high school. In addition to the groups, we do home visits with those teens, and we do a lot of resource networking and a lot of education.
So what is your fear should the program be cut? What kind of effect would that have?
Our fear is what are we going to do with all of our children who are at risk, that don't have any exposure to other children, to education before they get into kindergarten? What's going to happen with our teen parents that we're serving?
My name is Ken Swanson. I'm president of the Illinois Education Association, and I am here to say to the legislators in this hall, to the Illinois government, we can't wait for a responsible budget. School districts all across the state that aren't getting their state aid payments, they're talking about massive rifts and cuts, and that means real reduction in education for children across the state at a time we need to have the best education ever to compete in the workplace of the 21st century. It is insane that we would cut education.
Know that it's important to us that these get through and that they are supported, because otherwise it affects the entire community. It's not just that one homeless person that you see on the street or that one woman who was abused by her husband. It affects the entire community, and I think that they should be helped in every single way possible.
Begins when we need governmental services, people are in need of help. For us being here today, we have to make sure that everybody under this Capitol understands that point. And it begins with a safe and solid budget protecting those who are most vulnerable. We need to make sure our children are taken care of. We need to make sure our seniors are taken care of. We need to make sure our disabled are taken care of. We need to make sure that our budget reflects the values we as Illinoisans want to lead us into the future.